Good day to you one and all. It is I, Justin Hawkins, and this is Justin Hawkins Rides Again. How comes he looks so much like Fergal Sharkey today? Well, high's the risk of striking out. The reason for that is that I'm wearing a white shirt. Can't say fair enough. But another Irish music legend, Hozier, has released a song called Eat Your Young. And it came out on the 17th of March 2023. That was my birthday and Hozier's birthday and St. Patrick's Day. How much more Irish can you get? That's the question, and I'll be answering that after I do the introduction. Justin Hawkins Rides Again. High's the risk of striking out, the risk of getting hurt. And still, I have so much to learn. I'm going to stop going on about Fergal Sharkey now. Yeah, so this song came out. Here's a couple of comments on it. The song itself. I have to really lean in because my eyes are right now. Hozier releasing a song that sounds like the sexiest thing on the planet, and it actually being about older generations exploiting the younger generation is so perfectly on brand. Obsessed, states Zachary Piruch. 7.8 thousand people went, yeah, nice one, I agree with those words. And then L said, come and get some, skidding the children for a war drum is so horrifying and poignant. These lyrics are incredible, states L. 4,000 people went, I agree with that. Hozier is an Irish musician, singer and a songwriter, and his music primarily draws from folk, soul and blues, often using religious and literary themes. He had his international breakthrough after releasing his debut single Take Me to Church, which has been certified multi-platinum in several countries. That was a great song. Take me to church, I worship like a dog at the shrine of your life. I'll tell you my sins. By the way, speaking of great things, next week we're going to release the first episode of our long-form podcast. It's called Justin Hawkins Rides Again, The Jaws of Victory, and then there'll be a semicolon and whatever the title of the episode happens to be after that. So that's something to look forward to. I think you'll all agree. Anyway, for some reason, Hozier has developed a lesbian cult following. They feel that his songwriting represents the female gaze as opposed to the typical male gaze, and how men usually write about women. And they say that he writes about sex and relationships in a way that reminds them of a sapphic relationship. Sapphic, it's an inclusive umbrella term for attraction or relationships between women. He's aware of this cult following, but now not sure why it has happened, but he appreciates them apparently. His first musical memories were drawn from his father's career as a drummer, playing music in Dublin, and he's stated that his musical education was grounded in Chicago blues artists such as John Lee Hooker, Otis Redding, Nina Simone, to whom he plays tribute in his track Nina Cried Power. Nina cried power, Billy cried power, Mavis cried power. I'm going to watch it because I really like Hozier. I think he's an interesting individual, and this should be good. Don't you agree, guys? Yeah, it should be good. Darling, let me put my lips to something. Let me wrap my teeth around. So this is to do with Dante's Inferno, apparently. Come and get some, skinning the children for a walk. Okay, so that's that lyric that they're talking about, skinning the children for. I mean, this is so. It's straight in. Hang on a second. So let's have it. 14 seconds here. 15. Love that little hook there. And then from 22 seconds in, it's relentless. Let me put my lips to something. Let me wrap my teeth around the world. Around the world. I love that little bit of melody there. Let me wrap the teeth around the world. It sort of gets a bit dissonant. It's almost like there's a semitone shift down, which feels like it ought to be a whole tone, but I'm glad it isn't because it's really interesting. Around the world. That's the note that doesn't seem to sit right. My teeth around the world. Teeth around the world. It's great. Start carving, darling. That's the sort of thing that if you get that wrong or right, you know, and you do like the whole tone, let me wrap my teeth around the world. That's where a generic sort of blues singer would go, really. Let me wrap the teeth around the world. That semitone shift just makes your ears prick up, because it doesn't sound like it's in key, but obviously that's dissonance. It's the space between the notes that's where we exist, isn't it? It's like using your voice like a theremin or something. Do you know what I mean by that? It's kind of like no rules, baby. But that's the sort of thing that makes an artist like Hozier unique.
There's money to be made, whatever's still to come.
Whatever's still to come. Come does it in the same way. Oh, he did that as a trick to get me to sing come in that way. Come, do, do, do. Come on. Those little semitone intervals, it's lovely. It's got a bit of the Scott Walker vibe on the arrangement there. That's it. So like it all feels very linear until the choir comes in. You're like a dim dum, dun, dun, and your ears being pulled around from the rhythm section to the strings, and then that bank of harmonies comes in, and it's gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. I love that pre-chorus has got so many hooks in it. And that's not even the chorus, that's the pre-chorus. That's the thing that happens before the refrain that sets you up for it and just gets you, well, whets your appetite and then hits you with a chorus. Love that bit. And then it's going to have that interesting semitone bit again. Please not be a fluke on the first one. There, whatever still. There's. Get some. Oh, that's nice. When legs have swung. Nice. Come and get some. It takes discipline to sing those weird little intervals, I think. When every fibre of your blues rock being is telling you to stick to something that's in a pentatonic scale. To do those little delicate shifts. Yeah, it's just really good, isn't it? Let's face it. Bit of an Ennio Morricone thing going on there. There's a guitar over that side. Wait. Yeah, over the right-hand side that has like an old-fashioned tremolo effect, which is when the amplitude modulates. It's really like a spaghetti western vibe. And then there's sort of sounds that sort of suggest whips cracking and stuff. It all goes a bit Ennio Morricone, who I absolutely adore. Everybody loves Ennio Morricone, right? Am I right? Yeah, of course we do. Maybe I should do an episode on Ennio Morricone. What do you reckon, guys? That'd be a laugh, wouldn't it? The guitar's doing over there. Oh, the drop. I'm not sure if it's the violas. Something's doing that tremolo effect. It's really building the tension. It's swelling. That just sounds so much like Ennio Morricone. At first I thought it was doing a Scott Walker thing, but it's an Ennio. it's brilliant, isn't it? That's so good. I mean, I love that. The drop from this point onwards, the rhythm section's out, and all you're hearing is piano and the orchestral arrangement. And that really is gorgeous. The thing that I would love is to hear a version of that with just the orchestra and the piano, because the sort of loops and stuff, you know, the drums, it's all a bit, we're doing, you know, 60s Motown-y type stuff, you know, like sort of Mark Ronson when he's working with Amy Winehouse type vibe on the arrangement. And as soon as that stops and it just becomes about the song and the orchestral stuff, it's really, really great. I mean, actually great. I've said it 3 times in quick succession. That's how you know I mean it. Listen to that. It's beautiful, that stuff is. It's really awesome. For me, there's too much stuff in the world that's kind of doing that Motown-y stuff. But then when you sort of peel away those layers and you hear that stuff, it's just awesome. That really is great. Well done, Hozier. Awesome. And once again, don't forget the long form podcast is coming out next week. That's something I'm sure all of you are salivating at the prospect of consuming. So until then, you'll have to make do with Eating Your Young by Hozier. I'm a real professional at this stuff now. That was a decent link. You got to admit. Go on, give me some props in the comments area. Justin Hawkins rides again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, watch one of these 2 videos, and check out the new Hozier stuff. It's really awesome. Cheers.